Denver Broncos. Last year finished 9-7. Key additions, obviously, you see there. They pick up Jamal Charles and key departures, Marcus Ware. And they've got some big games on the schedule. At Dallas, at New York against those Giants, and then they got the Patriots at home. The over-under is set at 8 wins.
I don't understand why this is so low. I look at their schedule, and I don't see that many losses. I think they also will be a double-digit win total.
Wow.
In fact, I don't see really much more than 5 or 6 losses. I mean, 6 losses max. Obviously, that would have to be for double-digit wins. But I mean, I'm thinking they're probably going to go at least 11-5.
And are they going to do that with Trevor Siemian under center or
Probably.
Paxton Lynch?
I think Trevor Siemian is their guy.
Because here's my question. Trevor Siemian started out okay for the first half of last year. Threw 8 touchdowns, 3 picks. They had a 5-1 record. But the second half, he threw 10 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. They were 3-5. He started falling off. Even though they had a stellar defense, they were 27th in offensive yards, total offensive yards, and it had them sitting home in January again. So if you have a situation where you can't get this offense going, even after he has a full season under his belt, if Simeon's not your guy, then you're going to be starting a season or bringing in a guy, Paxton Lynch, who doesn't have that much experience, and now you're throwing an entirely new system in there. So for me, I'm actually going under because I'm not sure who the quarterback of this team is.
When in the last, how many years has the focus in Denver been on the quarterback? Even when Peyton Manning was there, it really wasn't on the offense and the quarterback. It was on the defense. And the defense is king right now in Denver, and that hasn't really changed.
What did that do for them last year?
Last year, okay. I mean, but they got over. I mean, I'm just talking about for a win total. I'm not talking about as far as a championship is concerned. Obviously,
Right.
we saw 2 years ago. But I'm talking about just in terms of being able to get a good record on the board and getting a win total. I don't see them dropping below 8.
Well, now this team has,
9 losses? Look at their schedule.
They've shown their defense. Other people can now, scheme for what they're expecting to see. And you have a quarterback in there that doesn't have experience being successful. I think other teams will salivate when they see that. It's the complete opposite of having a championship defense if you don't have anything to really back it up.
I'm seeing 10, 11 wins for the Denver
Wow.
Broncos. I look at their schedule, and I'm just not seeing a lot of losses that are popping up, barring injury. Now, who knows what happens, of course, over the course of the season if you see a wholesale number of defensive injuries. That changes everything, of course. But right now, as we stand, what we know, they're going to have some losses within the division. We know that. All right, let's just say for argument's sake they lose that game to New England. They're going to play the NFC East. I think the Cowboys are down. They're going to come down. They're going to regress. The Redskins, they play the Redskins in D.C. Christmas weekend. That's not going to be an issue. They're going to play at Philly. I don't see that being an issue for this team. I mean, not to say that they're going to win those games. It's not a guarantee, of course. Nothing's a guarantee in the NFL. But,
Sure.
I don't know. I'm looking at their schedule. I just don't see it.
Yeah, but the one thing I think that you're missing in that schedule is a very ill-placed bye week, which is week 5. That is really early for a team that relies really heavy on defense. These defensive players need a breather, need a little bit of a break to recover, and that's a really early bye week for these guys.
Could be, but you never know. You know how things – you have to also kind of time it back to the start of training camp. Who knows if they have nagging injuries or people just need to I don't know. They just need something to help get them reset, and then they can push for the second part of the season. So, yeah, it does seem like it's a little earlier than you would probably want, but I think they can deal with it. That's a veteran ball club.